Okay, what do we got here? Tiffany lighter, made in Japan. I'm going to fix the filler valve in it, and loosened it. We start doing things a little bit, help save a little bit of, sometimes save a little bit of space in my SD card. My SD card's been doing about 20 gigabytes of freaking video, and it doesn't seem to take very long to fill up a card. I got a 500 gigabyte card. Of course, you know, they're not 500 gigabytes, but so you know what? Seal on this is good. Looks like it's brand new. Pliable. Yeah. Brand new, pliable. Oh yeah. I'm not even gonna mess with that. That thing's got years left on it, if not decades. Let me get a little, just get a little grease around there. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. I'm doing a video here. Wife's trying to talk to me in the other room. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Yeah, that feels good. You know, this feels kind of hard. Yeah. Could have worked, but I'm not gonna take a chance on that. Let's just do a 7mm. Over and on her. There we go there. The inside around there looks good. Let me try a 7.5 on that. There's a 7. There's a 6.5. Oh, let me go over here and try to find it. 5. 7.5. Let's see if that doesn't just work a little better. Yeah, it does. It works a little better, so I don't have to get in there and let me just get in there first, I guess. Hold on a second. What do we got here? I'm going to have to. Oh boy, I'm going to have to let them know this one's bad here. I screwed up on this one too. I better check the rest of these real quick. All of them's good. Except that 7.5. So well, hold on a minute here. Yeah, we got a leak right around the valve there, so right around there. I'm gonna have to get these kind of lined up so I can get to them easy. All right. Okay. Let's see. There we go. All right. This don't look like it's ever been apart. Looks at them screws and that seal on there. I'll show you. See? It's never been apart, so. up to get to this first one. I think these are both 2 short screws. I've worked on these layers, got these. Worked on these before. Yeah, 2 short screws, same size, it's not going to much matter. It's not going to much matter about It didn't even have no spring underneath of it. I think it might have been worked on the bottom, possibly, by the looks of that. Well, let's see if we can't push that out a little bit. All right, where's that? There they are. There we go. Yeah, the old thing fell off of there. And of course, it had to go on the freaking floor. I like to measure them. Make sure I get the same size on them, you know. I guess it's it here. I don't know if that's it or not. Got so many O-rings I just brush up on the floor here. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out. Ain't a big deal. Set this over here. I don't want to get scratched up. Excuse me. Well, isn't that something? This is going to be one of them pain in the rear ends, I can tell that. Yeah. You guys out there that copied them Dunhill roller gas, quit quit doing it because it's not really a good design. I don't care what people say. Downhill roll gas ain't, I wouldn't even consider it to be, as far as design wise, I wouldn't even consider it to be. And there's too many other lighters out there that's got better mechanisms, a lot more dependable. People want to design something that looks like a downhill roll of gas just because people buy them. I could buy downhill roll gases, people, and fix them and sell them, but I don't know, you know. I sell mostly pipe lighters and stuff like that, so, you know. Pipe lighters are kind of, when it comes to downhills, they're always kind of very expensive, way overpriced. And I know they are because I've sold them. And the last one I sold, folks, $495. And that freaking guy bought that. He was happy camper. And I'll tell you what, $500 you better be. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If it makes you feel good to do a little bragging that you got a $500 lighter in your hand, well, so be it. Because I'm going to tell you something. A $2 bick will light your lighter or light your cigarette or your pipe just as good as the rest of them. Well, I ain't saying a guy can't, you know, shouldn't spend that kind of money. If you got that kind of money to spend, then, you know, so be it, man. That's fine. I don't care if I had $100 million to bank. I would never spend over $5,000 on a lighter or something like these ridiculous prices I've seen. You know, I'd have a hard time spending $100,000 on a vehicle because it just kind of goes against my grain to, you know, spend as much money on a vehicle that people used to pay on their houses, that one day, you know, that old vehicle is going to end up freaking scrapyard, you know. That's just my way of thinking. Not everybody thinks like me. Of course, then again, there's husband. You know, I'm a grown man. I don't have kids around the house, and if you like to make sure your wife hauling your kids around their vehicles, you know, and you living in a certain place where, you know, it could be life threatening, and then of course, you know, I understand that, but you know, you got to take care of your loved ones. Okay, that's good. Let's see what we got inside of here. That's clean enough. Got that okay. I'm just going to go ahead and put this thing back together. It's probably going to be a real pain, but I'm going to do what I got to do here. Seems like the last 3 lighters I worked on haven't went easily, especially the first 2 just, woo. I'll tell you what, folks, it was terrible. Now I've got my little pin in the back here. Yeah, let's see here. Sometimes it's easier to get my vise out, but I don't want these little parts to be sprung all over the floor. No, I don't. Don't want to be sprung all over the floor. Let's see. Yeah. All right. Let's do it this way. All right. And let's put that in here. Try that in here. Might be better that way. Yeah. Get my roller out. That out. That out. Come out the back. Okay. Quit using these freaking napkins too. Need to get some more paper. Napkins move too easy. All right. Doug, come on. Oops. Get that spring in there right. things apart if I don't have to, but okay. See how that spring is? You put that back down in the case, that's going to fold over like that, and that'll put pressure on that right there. So when you pop this back, it'll open up. So that's good to go. The thing we need to do now is work on this. I don't know how this comes apart. Ah, there it is. Just like that. Clockwise turn, guys. Clockwise turn. And there's a... Listen, see that? There's a stopper valve in here. This thing's pressed together. And I'm guessing it's pressed together right there. Boy. Well. Put this back in here, so I'm going to try to get this out of there. Here's how I'm going to do it. So I just bought, I got 2 pairs of these. See this one here? Show you something here. See the jaws on these? You got a little channel in there. Alright. Well, these got a little more useful. I just went ahead and found these, another pair, and bought these. Okay. What I'm going to do is stick that valve right in here. Just like this. Now, I'm not going to put a lot of pressure on that. Okay. What I'm going to try to do is just hold that, and I'm going to get something underneath there and see if because I think that separates right here. That's what I'm thinking, it separates right there. So, what I need to do is, need to get a tool. Possibly get underneath there, maybe this. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's coming. It's coming. Now look, see? I ain't pressing on that hard. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. You gotta have these. You gotta have a pair of these parallel pliers like this. You got to have them. They just freaking just make jobs like this so much easier. There we go. Popped it right off. Pressure fitted on. It was a good guess. There's a little orifice down in there. Alright. And there's a little spring on there. Look at that little freaking spring. Look at that. You gotta go in here. You say, what did I take that apart for? Because I wasn't for sure about that stopper. And the reason I wasn't for sure is because this is a very small stopper. This is about like a Dunhill roll of gas, and that's a weakness in my opinion on Dunhill roll of gas. These stoppers are not very big. Get a lot of heat on them. They won't take a lot of heat. I wanted to check this out, see how pliable it was. Oh boy, that's pretty pliable. See how I'm squeezing it in. Let's just see how that comes out, what it looks like. I'll tell you one thing, it's better than Dunhill. Look at there. It's in there with pressure. I'm going to be honest, I think I'm just going to leave that in there. That thing is plenty pliable. Look at there. See how the stem moves? So that's very good. Very good. Don't even have to worry about that, but you know, got to check it out, make sure. Let me check out the inside of this. I think that's kind of, I think that orifice is plugged up in there. Yeah. Something's plugged up in there. Let's see if I can't use this to push it out. That's an extremely small hole. There, blew something out. Oh, there, I see. There we go. Now we got a hole in there. Alright, got a good hole going there. And we got this. And we got, let me look at this here for a moment. Let me put that in there. Let me take a peek in here. sponge. There's got to be a sponge on the inside of here. Got to be a sponge on there. That's it. There it is. When I blew it out, I blew the sponge out too. Wow, the sponge is like brand new. You got a screen on one side. See? I'm going to take that screen off. Well, put it back on, but we'll take it off for now, so I can poke a hole through that. You know me, like poking holes in them sponges. People say, why you do that? Well, if a sponge gets older and gets gooped up, you know, you'll still have a hole enough to it where the gas will come through the hole. You understand? Instead of just rounding through the sponge. And that way, you'll still have a flame adjustment. Otherwise, if it gets gooped up, you know, you just got a plugged up freaking hole, and you're not going to get no butane through it. So this is the reason I do that. Pretty good hole. Still see through the bottom. It's pretty good. So anyway, that's that. See, that's kind of sealed on there. All right. Now I need to replace this O-ring here. Even though it looks, it seems, let me see here. That O-ring's good. It's pliable. The only thing I'm going to do is, it's kind of hard to pull off. The thing I'm going to do is put a little grease on that. And this is the original one. Got more surface area than an O-ring I'll put in there because it's actually a flat washer. Alright, let's see what that does. Yeah. Actually, it might have, might need to be replacing, yeah. Yeah, it needs to be replaced because once I greased that, it's just, yeah, it's just, it's not resistant enough for me, to be honest with you. Remember what I told you about a spring assembly? Look at That's what they put on here. I'll take that one off. And I'm going to put one on. All the old rings I got, I should be able to find something. Might not be perfect, but it'll work. There we go. .45 by 1 by 8. .45 by 8. Well, that's a 2.4, and it's got a smaller hole in the metal. I'm guessing that'll probably work. We'll give her a shot. That's what I got. Got these off AliExpress. I don't know the name of the guy's site, but I ordered a bunch of these. Ordered 600 pieces. I should never ever have to freaking buy another one. You never know, you know, all this stuff comes from China. Something breaks out in war or anything, I might not be able to get no of those rings, so. Well, let's put a little grease on that. Oh, we'll give it a shot here. It could be a little tight, but let's see. No. Actually, that's good. Maybe a hair bit tight, but that's good. Yes, that's good. Good deal. Good deal. We're done there. I'm going to screw this in a little bit. There we go. There's the sponges in there. See how that's pressed on there a little bit? You gotta press it down. Got a little bit of gap in there, so I'm just gonna put it here like that. Just give it a little tap. We're good. Now, I'm gonna do this one. Still got the spring on it right there.
see where the white line is, right? The clear is most likely going to stop right here where this dark spot is, okay? So I'm just going to get another little, just tap it. I think we're good right there. Yeah, we're good. So we should be all rebuilt here. Should be good to go. Except for the O-ring around here. Let me look on the inside of here. Yeah, there's a little shelf there. Yeah, there's a shelf there. I'm thinking, let's see here. Was this the O-ring that was on there? I'm thinking, no. Wasn't it? Whatever that is gone now. Let's just see here. What we got here? We got 3mm. .96, 60, 30. So we're going to do about maybe 8. I'm just going to put one of these 3mm on. See what happens. This ought to be pretty close. I might want to stretch out a little bit. Score the it's a little bit bigger on the outside there. This is an 8. Let's just keep that in mind. If it doesn't go in there, okay, so if it doesn't go in there, we gotta go to the smaller cord. Let's see what happens. Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the smaller cord. It's not wanting to go in. So that was a 8 on the cord. Let's try 6. Let's try one of these. 3.4 by 0.6. This looks like it might be it, to be honest with you. Here, hold on, that's the wrong place. Right there's where I want it. Let's try that. Hold on a second here. Let's measure. No, let's just a second here. I want to measure how deep it is down that shelf. how deep it is down that shelf. That's how deep it is. See what we got here. $17.14. Yeah, it's going to be right there. Let's try that. All right. Okay. Now what we got to do is fill her up. There we go. I know I'm just going to plug that up and I'm going to put some alcohol right down there and make sure that O-ring's still off. I ain't getting no gas through there. Perfect. Perfect. No bubbles. Good deal. Now, get that small screwdriver and there it is. Tight. And what we got right there. There we go. I'm going to set that high. Stopper's working. Make sure this is working okay. Cleans out past that just a little bit, but not bad. So I'm going to shut that off. Let me get some, do a little bit of cleaning down in here. Look how black that is right there. Yeah, it's pretty dirty there. Pretty dirty inside this. Boy, I thought the inside of that cap was just, wow, that's dirty. I go through a lot of cotton swabs in a year's time. You know, I've sent lighters off to repair companies. Okay, this is an FYI. You know, and when I got them back, they wasn't clean. I mean, if it came dirty like this, when you got it back, you got it back dirty. You know, at least if you clean it up a little bit. My thinking is, if you clean it up a little bit, at least they know you did something to it. Even if you didn't, I guess. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, you know, it's like stuff to work on to kind of come back and look neat, clean. And the gentleman that I working on this lighter for, this is probably number 50 that he sent me over a period of about a year. So I try to take care of him, you know. He's been good to me, and you know, he sent me 8 lighters back from the last batch that I did for him, and they was all same type of lighter. Okay, and the flame adjustment on it, the flame height adjustment was real low. And what had happened was it's got that little adjustment screw on the inside like I got on this, you know, somewhat. And I didn't get them, I adjusted it when I just filled them up, and you always get a high pressure. And so I adjusted it, and when he got them and it regulated, they was low flame, you know, it wouldn't get up very high. So I adjusted all of them. Didn't take me less than an hour to do it. And I sent him a tool, so if it ever happens again, you know, rather than waste your money, send it back to me. I mean, I'm adjusting them higher now. So I adjust them higher, and that way there'll be plenty of range on it, you know, plenty of adjustment range on it. Boy, that thing's dirty. Whew. Man, that's a dirty lighter. Gotta be careful here, I don't want to scratch this. Alright. My wife's in there yakking. I'm going, hold on a minute here. Honey! Taping!
I'm taping. Anyway. Man, there's a lot of soot in here. I tell you what, this is where if I had a cleaner, you know, it'd come in pretty handy, ultrasonic cleaner. But some of these caps, these things in the back, right there, real nice. They're plates. Put it in an ultrasonic cleaner, they could just heat up and come out. So you have to be careful on that. You got to be careful. You know what? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm going to go there. I don't know if I put that scratch in there or not. I hope it didn't. I think I might have. Doggone it. Well, I'm going to have to get me. Yeah. Well, best I can do. Let me look at what's in here so I don't forget nothing. All right. Remember what I told you about this here? You know, I bent that a little bit. Bent back.
That spring's keeping them holes from lining up. You know, them look like brass or copper, but they've got a magnetism to it, so don't ask me why on that. I don't understand. All right. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Get some more screwdriver. Just to get it started. Well, I need a bigger one. Maybe I screwed that one down too much. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, let's get a flint. All right.
this one about like that.
Not like that on that one. What did I do with that little piece that goes inside the cap? There it is.
Okay. Let me get a different tool here. Alright. There we go. There we go. We're good there. Thing I need to do is test the and we're good. We are good. Thing I need to do this later now, put the filter cap in and polish it back up. Second here. Maybe I spoke too soon here. Let me tighten that up a little bit. Okay, that's that. That's tightened up good. Let's see what the deal is here. Okay. It's about perfect there. Let's try something here. It makes no sense why that is not going down all the way. This has got something to do with that filler valve. Let's see what we got here.
see what we got here. 806. All right, 69. 806. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take that fill valve out. And I'll get a big blast there. Put a smaller O-ring in there. That's a 1. I'm gonna put a 5 in there. I've got something that big in a 5 or a 4. Yeah, I got something big in there. Don't matter how, as long as it don't leak, guys, that's the main thing. If it leaks, then I gotta put a thicker one in there.
You calling me?
No! We'll give that a shot. We'll see if that does it. I think that'll be it if it don't leak. Now let's test it for leaks. Looks like we're going to be good. Yeah. We're going to be good. Good deal. So, what we need to do now is, looks like that's going to go down in there. What we're going to do now is just see. Maybe it's easier on this one to. Maybe it's easier on this one to just turn it. Well, that's what I hate about these filler caps like this. You about got to have a piece of rubber on the end of your fingers. Get them to turn. Yeah, that makes it look fancy, but you know what? If it don't freaking work, it don't work. Well, I guess that's how we're going to have to do that one. Before I stick that down in there, let's make sure I got this filled. Okay. There it is. All right. That's it, guys. Tiffany lighter.